Welcome back. One of the biggest tools telling forecasters how fast water is rising is a flood gauge.
Exactly, Mark. But in several instances in the Memorial Day weekend flood, they broke or were damaged. And already that's prompting calls for more gauges at strategic locations upriver.
This is scary. 1, 2, we got to go. I mean, and they're sitting that quick.
No warning.
2 minutes.
Time was all Kevin Ash's elderly parents had left.
They didn't know.
It got no warning.
No warning. They didn't know.
After the Blanco River surged over their upstream property.
This was shoveled out via wheelbarrow.
A neighbor saved them when the water rose higher and faster than anyone can remember. They may never know how high.
6 feet in the house. Wow. Yeah. So, and we're above the 500-year floodplain.
We were about 15 miles southeast of Luckenbach, Texas, and right near the spot where the Blanco River first bubbles up from underground and begins its 87-mile trek down towards San Marcos. For the first half, nearly 40 of those miles, there was not a single U.S. Geological Survey water flow gauge. Not until here, where the Blanco crosses under Ranch Road 12 in the village of Wimberley. That means essentially there was no early warning system in place that was effective, except for eyewitness reports.
By Saturday evening on May 23rd, records show 10 inches of rain fell. U.S. Geological Survey flow gauges positioned upstream from homeowners like the Ashes would have shown that surge. Since the flood, there's already been talk of installing new upstream gauges.
We have been approached by the Guadalupe Blanco River Authority and other local officials about installing additional gauges in the upper portion of the basin.
Why haven't there been gauges west or upstream of Wimberley till now?
Well, it's a financial resource issue. The USGS as well as other entities have prioritization.
River Authority leaders say half of the $25,000 cost for each gauge is put on local governments. But even among the existing flow gauges along the lower Blanco and San Marcos rivers, the flood washed away or damaged 5, including a brand new one in San Marcos. That left forecasters blind during critical hours, shown on USGS graphs simply as long gaps as the water rose.
They left with their keys, mom's purse, and they were barefooted.
A full day after the worst of the high water rushed through the Ashes home, USGS crews installed a replacement gauge downstream in Wimberley. A few yards downhill from it, the destroyed unit rests on its concrete slab, where the powerful current left it.
Now, today, Texas Senator John Cornyn visited some of the damaged bridges in Hays County. Property owners hope, one would imagine, the senator shares his impressions with his congressional colleagues, especially when it comes time to fund USGS and other federal flood protection programs.